Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel. So today is I'm going to call it the outdoor knife challenge. So I've got two of the blades over here. This one being a really recent acquisition from HX Outdoors. It's actually a really cool D2 knife. You've got a fire steel on it, not a bad pouch, etc. And then down here I've got this Schrade SCHF 56, I think it is, fire steel. These two knives, this one here I've had for possibly going on a year and a half now. It's been a constant in my sort of outdoor bag when I'm going hiking. This one here I've only had for about 2 weeks, but it's becoming one of the outdoor knives that I'm using. So right now I'm doing a comparison between the two, just so we can sort of get some ideas on which one I'm going to use on my next hike. So the SCHF 56, I think it is. Let me just verify. Yep, there we go. SCHF 56 LM is a interesting knife. I don't have a belt loop for it, but like I say, most of the time these just go into my backpack and they come out when they're needed. Fire steel, pretty well used up on this guy. You've got this really nice sort of I don't know if this is G10 or what this is, but it's very grippy. And the knife itself is a really cool sort of a outdoor blade. You can see the coating's quite beaten up. It's quite a thick chunk of steel, this. It's an all-round really comfortable knife for outdoors use. You can't choke up too hard on the blade over here because you will cut yourself. This knife is also incredibly sharp. I keep it razor sharp. But yeah, this knife's been really good to me for a long time now, since I acquired it. Firewood prep, food prep. It pretty much takes care of anything that I'm needing to do while out and about in the bush. So no issues with this knife. Let's just talk quickly about it. This knife here is in 1095 steel, which Schrade likes to use. It is a fairly soft 1095, so maintaining the edge is really easy. This one has been sharpened a couple of times. It is absolutely razor sharp. Yeah, no issues at all with it. It does not hold its edge very well for very long. The handles over here are very grippy. I've put this on so if I am chopping or something, I can get a bit lower down onto the knife and use it more for sort of chopping work, small limbs, etc., branches. And yeah, she's been good. Of late, I've been looking at something different so that I can mix it up. So obviously this one traditionally goes with me on most of my hikes. Let's have a look at this bad boy over here. You can see how pretty used up this thing is, but it still works. So I'll see if I can get some replacement ones from somewhere and pop them on. But yeah, she's been a really good knife to me. This one, HX Outdoors, this is a new knife. You've got the fire steel here, or your ferrocerium rod. You've got a whistle on the bottom. This could possibly fall off if not careful, because it's I don't carry it on my belt. It's actually okay, I don't mind it too much. This is kind of like a strong arm sort of copy or something. The knife itself, let's check it out. I have reviewed this knife already, a very basic sort of entry review. This is a D2 steel. It's also substantially thick. You've got a grind out over here with your 90-degree spine for striking your ferrocerium rod. Bit of a false edge over here, bit of a different design. You can of course choke up on this knife for doing fine sort of carving work, so in some ways it is a little better. I don't know whether this is a full sort of all the way through, or whether it's just a stick tang, full tang, what it is. I don't know what's underneath here. I guess time will tell how well it holds up. But yeah, very comfortable knife to hold. It processes wood. It maintains its edge quite a bit better than this 1095, which is quite unusual, but Schrade is known to have a soft 1095. This D2 is pretty decent size wise. It is a little bit thinner than the Schrade, which you can see here. The blade edge is slightly longer, but if you actually look at the cutting edges, they're both about the same. I think the main thing for this is a hollow, this is a flat grind. This Schrade is a little bit thicker steel, is definitely a full tang. I don't know this guy. Both very comfortable to hold, both very capable knives, and both have served me very well. This guy, not so much yet, but I guess time will tell. The Schrade itself, I've always liked the Schrade knives, value for money, etc., not expensive. This one, also not an expensive knife at all, but longevity, I guess we're going to have to see how it stacks up. I like the feel of this knife, I really do. It does feel really good. It's a little bit slimmer, meaning a little bit more slicey. The flat grind in place of the hollow grind, I don't know, I just prefer that for sort of outdoor use. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Now, which one do you guys think I should carry on my outdoor adventures? I have other knives. Maybe we should have a look at those now while we're doing this, and you guys tell me. I like these two because they're a little bit more compact than some of the other ones that I have. But let's check out the other ones and let's make a decision from there. So besides these, we've also got the likes of the Mora or the Maracnov, which is a cheap knife. Probably not as strong as these two. Well, I suppose that's relative. This is the Mora Companion. This one has been sharpened a couple of times. Scandi grind, not very thick, but they're definitely capable of doing a lot of hard sort of outdoor carving work. So I guess we'll put that on the table as well. More importantly, I'd like to have a look at some of the other options that I have available. One of them being the Giant Fox, but for me, this is more of a survival knife. I mean, the knife is monstrous in comparison to any of these, as you can see. Not really the blade I would elect to use on a hike because of its pure size. An absolutely beast of a survival knife. If you've got to depend on it, your life depends on it, this is definitely the one I'd take over these. But for a general hike, one of these is great. Let's check out what other options I have. Another interesting monster is the Recon Scout from Cold Steel. Again, a very large, very thick chunk of steel. Probably would make a great fighting knife or a great survival knife. This on the back over here, however, does not make it a great hiking general purpose knife for me. But it is a fantastic piece of steel, don't get me wrong. This thing is incredibly big, as you can see, in comparison to these. The knife's edge is almost the length of the Schrade, if you look. So yeah, big blade, very big, stocky, strong, great grip. Love it. Review to follow of this amazing knife, the Recon Scout by Cold Steel. Now, what other options do I have? I think I've got one or two more, but the only other one that I really want to talk about is this guy here. Enter the Cold Steel SRK, or Survival Rescue Knife. 5mm thick, sandmai steel. This is an incredibly capable outdoor blade. Size, again, substantially larger than all of these. Still a nice compact knife, I think, and definitely usable. Let me wait for this angle grinder to stop. So the Cold Steel SRK, an absolutely capable knife. Hollow grind, this I believe is VG1 or VG10 sandmai steel. This thing is the beast for outdoor knives, survival, rescue knives, etc. It's a monster. Do I want to use it in my hiking bag? I think it may be a little bit too big and heavy, although it's not very heavy. But these guys here still are substantially lighter and more compact than this guy. So despite this being a really cool knife and a really capable knife, it's one of these three that are going with me. And to be honest with you right now, I'm leaning towards this HX Outdoors, giving it a go in the outdoors and seeing how it stacks up against the Schrade, which it would be replacing in my hiking bag. So let's get one more look at the HX Outdoors blade before we close off this video. So just in conclusion, I don't know how well this is going to last. I don't know, time will tell I guess, but I think this is going to become my go-to hiking knife. It is nice and small and compact, quite a nice sheath, quite a nice ferrocerium rod. Yeah, let's give it the chance it deserves to see how it works out for me on my next hike. The Schrade, I'll probably keep it as a backup. There's no point getting rid of such an amazing knife. This thing's been good to me for very many years. I don't see the point in getting rid of it. I might use it on other adventures, alternate between them. I don't know. I guess we need to see how it compares with this new knife. So yeah, some people will tell me, why are you using a cheaper knife for your hiking kits? Well, lightweight. If it gets lost, I'm not going to cry about it. Would I use my bigger, more expensive knives for hiking? Of course I would. But for me, it's a use case thing. How light and compact is it? Can it fit in the bag easily? Can it be carried easily? And you know what? There's nothing wrong with having a lot of knives. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts. Any ideas on other knives I should maybe look into getting to try on my outdoor adventures. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend and a fantastic week ahead. Cheers for now, everyone.